Hi, this is Dan Cortopassi of TSG Multimedia, and today I'm reviewing an N-Scale E9A from Kato. This particular model is decorated in the Union Pacific Excursion scheme with added details. It's part of their Kobo custom line. My model is the DC version. This model has a minimum advertised price of $175. They also offer a version with DCC pre-installed, and that one has a minimum advertised price of $215. The excursion version of this locomotive is modeled with ditch lights would be appropriate from any time from the 1990s to the present. The paint on the model is very good. It's hard to get good coverage with yellow, but Kato's done a good job. The paint is opaque without being thick, and the details show through. All of the lettering is legible. The model has good rivet detail and overall looks pretty close to the real E9. The engine is equipped with Kato knuckle couplers. The height on the front coupler was correct, but the rear coupler, as you can see, is quite a bit low. This engine has some details on the front that are different from the standard Kato E9A. That includes a dual beam headlight, the ditch lights, and MU hoses. The ditch lights are non-functional. So on this model, Kato's also included some Union Pacific snow shields and a beacon on the cab. That's in addition to all the normal detail that's up there, like the fans and rivets. The fans are molded into the shell, but they're quite nicely done. I brought one of my older Kato E9s in just to give a little bit of comparison. You can see some of the differences in the roof detail. One thing to note on the new one, when they removed the horn to put the beacon, they didn't put another horn. There actually should be a horn in this area. Another thing they did was with the paint on the grills on the newer version, they made it look a little more 3D versus the old one, which is just more flat looking. However, the MSRP on the old one is around $95, which is just a little over half of what this one costs. This is the beacon, and as you can see, they pretty much just stuck the beacon in one of the holes where the horn normally goes on the regular E9s. And you can see that there's a plugged hole here, which is normally one of the prongs that goes in, down from the horn. So I find this a little bit cheesy, honestly. I think at this price level, they could have done something better here. Also, the snow shield looks nice, but it's extremely fragile, and even though I'm really careful with my models, I managed to break one, and I had to spend a lot of time fixing it because it's just a very flimsy piece of plastic. It's very thin, and it will break very easily, and the little support posts, which is what broke off, are very small, and you don't want to lose them because you probably would never find them again. Again, I think at this price level, this could have been a photo-etched part or something a little sturdier, especially considering it's on the roof where it's likely to get hit. And on my particular example, the horn, which should be here, was missing entirely. So that's something I was a little disappointed in. The model has metal wheels, and all of the wheels were engaged according to the NMRA standards gauge. All of the axles are powered, and the model picks up electricity from all 12 wheels. My model measured 0.7 ounces of drawbar pull on my force gauge. I'm running this on DC since I don't have a decoder in it. It's very smooth and has really good low-speed performance, as I'd expect from a Kato. It's also very quiet. If you want to install DCC, it's a simple matter of replacing the light board inside the model with a decoder. On the one hand, I really like this model because Katos run really well, it's DCC friendly, it'll last for years, and it's a good quality product. However, I was disappointed with the added details on this model. I thought the beacon was done really poorly, so I'm going to take off a spike for that. Also, the snow shields are really fragile. I think at this price level, they should have been done with photo-etched brass or something that would be a little more durable, considering their location right on the roof. Also, my horn was missing on this engine, so for the snow shields and horn, I'm going to take another spike. And I'm going to take off a spike for the coupler height being wrong. So my final verdict is 7 out of 10 spikes. If you or your company make a product that you'd like us to review, please drop us a line at reviews@tsgmultimedia.com.